must comply with the obligations of their own responsibility, which they took willfully 9 years ago. The National Council of Resistance and the MEK have done their jobs. You have heard Madam Rajavi say that they are ready to be transferred. Even a relatively small number are ready to be transferred, although the camp is not ready. The fact of the matter is that not only are the conditions of the MOU been violated, but they do not have water in Camp Liberty. The most basic human need is not available in Liberty. It supposedly is going to be brought in by contractors, which the Ashrafis in the Iraqi government's munificence will be allowed to pay for the water if they can find a contractor that dares to brave the thugs of Maliki in order to get the water through to the camp. We call upon the government of Iraq to get the camp ready so that we may begin the process immediately of moving the people at Ashraf out of Iraq to safety. And the government of the United States must use whatever leverage it takes in order to keep the government of Iraq to its word. Finally, one of the biggest obstacles and the biggest excuses that governments use to stop the process of resettling the Iranian refugees in Ashraf is the unlawful listing of the MEK as a terrorist organization in the United States. The truth is the European Union is not entirely blameless. The reason that the MEK came off the terrorist list of the European Union is because a series of court battles went on in the UK and in France, and the French government and the British government lost every single court decision. And finally, the governments complied with what their courts were telling them to do and removed the MEK from the terrorist list. In the United States, there has already been one court decision which required that the MEK be reevaluated by the State Department because they had not been treated with due process. And the State Department has ignored the rule of law in the United States. Our government must obey the rule of law. They have not yet done so. The MEK must be delisted, not just because it's a democratic force for reforming Iran. It must be delisted because it is incredibly difficult to locate people in other countries who are on the terrorist list in the United States of America. So while the United States of America is telling us that they are willing to observe the humanitarian needs of the people of Ashraf, they are making it impossible for us to deliver on those needs because they maintain them on the list. They must be removed from the list right now in order that we relocate 3,400 innocent civilians. And if the United States fails to do that, then no proclamation by any government of the United States that we care about human rights will be taken seriously. So let me conclude by saying what I said at the opening. This is a humanitarian crisis. 3,400 lives are at stake. The European Union has done a good job in putting pressure on the United States and the United Nations and the government of Iraq. We need you to do more. I conclude with what I always like to say when I come to groups and address them in Europe. The Americans can be fairly accused of often acting without thinking. But if there is a fault in Europe, you sometimes think without acting. The time now is for action, because nothing but action will save 3,400 innocent lives in Ashraf.